lose ourselves in the spirit of things. We lose ourselves.
Welcome everyone to the stream here. Welcome to the stream here. We're going to be talking about some storms that are going on today. Then we're going to give a look at what's coming up next week. We're not going to have as long a stream as we had the other day here. Yesterday, I referred to. I had like a 5-hour stream yesterday, and I'm not going to be doing that today. I did that whole 5-hour stream. No big severe weather expected today, but I do want to look at it for maybe about an hour or so. I do want to look at also some storm that's potentially coming up next week. Nothing though too big in the next few days, so we should be pretty good. Today is probably our last biggest threat of severe weather, but it's only a marginal risk. That's lower than yesterday's severe weather risk. But we're going to look at it here in the stream here. We're going to look at live radar and everything here. But before that happens here, I got to make sure my audio is working and everything. Here. Okay, my audio is working. I'm going to make sure there before I start the stream here. So let's get into things here. So let's move it to our GR2AL screen here. And here is our live radar on my radar. Hopefully it works here. If not, then I guess I'm going to have to reload it here by just... Okay, now it's not working, of course, when I'm streaming here. Okay, wait a minute, guys. I will have to reset it real quick. I'm very sorry. My radar's been not the best the last few days. But welcome to the stream. We're going to be talking about some severe weather that's going on a little bit right now, and then we're going to look in the future what's to come potentially. So, once I get this loaded up here, get it to work. Okay, there we go. I got it to work here. So hopefully it's a lot better here. Okay, here it is. Here is my radar, and we see there are a few stronger storms here in Florida. There's a few stronger storms we'll have to watch for, potentially some small hail, potentially a little bit of damaging wind, maybe up to 50, getting close to 60 in this area. Then maybe a tornado or two is possible in this area. This includes Orlando, Delorta, Lake near Lakeland, Sabine, St. Lucie, Palm Bay in that marginal risk. So there is a risk of a few isolated storms in this area. It's not a big threat, but that's what's going on as right now. No warnings actually in effect as of right now. So that is some good news we have here. Then we have another marginal risk. This is all the way up here in North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland here. We're seeing a marginal risk. There is some small hail. Damaging winds maybe up to 50 to 60, and a brief tornado or two is possible. Really nothing too much going on with these storms. Looks mainly like regular thunderstorms. Look like they have weakened a little bit or the last little bit, so it doesn't look like too much is going on here in this area, luckily. So I'm gonna make sure my audio is on here, because I know yesterday I didn't have it on by accident. Okay, yes it is. Okay, let's move on here. We're going to look back at the radar probably around the end of the stream here. So, but I do want to look at some stuff here in today's stream. So I do want to look at the risk of severe weather for today. There is a marginal risk. This is on the SPC website here. You can go check this out yourself. The green is a general thunderstorms risk. This goes from all the way to Massachusetts, all the way down to Florida, and even including a little general thunderstorms here in Louisiana and Mississippi here. Then we have 1 out of 5 on the scale of severe weather, marginal, very low, but still a risk here. Areas of Florida, North Carolina, Virginia, getting close to Delaware, but Maryland in that marginal risk of severe weather. So there is a severe weather risk, with the tornado risk being at 2% here for areas in North Carolina, Virginia, and Maryland, and then 2% down here in Florida. So there is going to be a possible tornado or two with those storms. Not a big threat, but still a threat. Wind is 5% chance here in Vermont and not Vermont, Virginia, sorry, in New York, and then Florida down here. And then our hail threat, there's no hail, luckily. And the next 2 days are no thunderstorms, like not even general thunderstorms. So we're not expecting to get any thunderstorms over the next 2 days at least here. So we will be getting a break from thunderstorms, at least stronger thunderstorms here. No marginal risks or anything for the next few days, luckily, so we don't have to worry about that. Something, though, we do have to worry about is the fire danger here. We do have fire danger for today, a critical risk for areas of Texas, Colorado, Wyoming, maybe a little bit of Colorado there, and then all the way up to Nebraska here, seeing a elevated risk of fires here. We also have critical down in South Texas here of potentially some wildfires here. We'll have to watch that very closely. Try not to light stuff on fire if you're down in Texas, but if you need to, just try to be safe here. Try not to light big grass fire or anything. So, because there is a critical risk of fire weather here. Our day 2 fire weather moves a lot more north here into areas of Nebraska, South Dakota here, Iowa a little bit of. So, and then we even have that critical risk for Nebraska and South Dakota. So we do have a risk of fire danger up in these areas for March here. So we are seeing the fire danger. So be careful. Try not to light grass fires if you're in that red region. That's a critical risk of fire weather. So just try not to light grass fire or anything. I'm not saying anyone would, but just try not to do something like that. Okay, let's look at what's going on right now as of temperatures here. Our current conditions basically here. So over the last little bit, we've had a cold front moving through, if you can see down here on our pivotal weather. And we've had a cold front moving through. That's what caused our severe storms yesterday. I was live for quite a while yesterday. And then we're seeing some severe storms today as the cold front continues to move through here. So we are going to see that. But it looks like it has warmed up for most of those areas that did get that cold front here. But you can see that where that cold front came through here. A little trough through the U.S. here. You can see that here in our current conditions here as that moves through. So very interesting there. So some cooler temperatures for the Midwest here. Some areas of the Midwest hanging into the Northwest here. Seeing some warmer temperatures near 60. That's part of the reason why we're going to have that potential fire danger tomorrow here. Possibly some warmer weather up here into the Midwest here after this trough moves out. We also have some warm weather for the southeast right now, around 60s down there, and probably near southern Florida. We have near 80, potentially getting close to 90 there. Some areas of California here, Nevada, Arizona, we're seeing some more temperatures near 83 and 84 here. Some near, let's see, 75 here in Nevada, here, southern Nevada. So we are seeing some very warm temperatures there. So, and then some cooler temperatures up here in Canada. Some cooler. Still actually not too bad. 37 isn't really too bad for right now. So, let's look at that moisture here. See how much moisture there is here. Most of our moisture is down here in Florida, North Carolina, Virginia, because yesterday it swept up most of the moisture that was in Georgia, North Carolina, um, Virginia, Ohio. That moisture that you had, it swept that up here. As you can see, we had quite a bit of moisture up there in Ohio and Virginia, and now most of it is gone here. Still 35 and dew points here, but not as high as it was yesterday. But 65 for some areas, so that's enough for maybe some severe weather. Here, not really too much. Marginal risk isn't big, but still a risk of severe weather. Talk about here around 70s for southern Florida. Here we have some 70 and dew points here, so we do have enough moisture down in Florida there. So let's move on here to the NAM3K, see what's shown here over the next 24 hours. I guess I didn't push this all the way back. So we'll see these thunderstorms continue May 4 Florida and some areas of North Carolina, Virginia. And then we see some showers and thunderstorms for the Northeast. Nothing severe as of right now, according to the SPC. So we'll see that move out. We'll see some snow potentially in northern Maine by 10 o'clock tomorrow morning here. Then that snow continues until 6 p.m. Then it moves out. Maybe a few flurries, snow showers here for some areas in the Northeast. In Ohio, some areas that got some severe weather yesterday now going to be getting snow here, according to the NAM3K. But some warmer weather starts returning for some areas here in the Midwest here, we're going to start seeing some warmer weather try to build in here before our next storm system comes through. So let's check out our temperatures the next few days. So it'll take a minute here to load. And we see it's kind of cooler for some areas that saw that cold front move through. As you can see, those warm temperatures try to build here for areas here near Colorado, New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma. That warm air tries to rise here for some areas, and that's we're going to see some warm air try to build in before the next front comes through. That'll bring us a severe weather chance, potentially a snow chance on the northern side also. So we are going to look at that here on the GFS. So basically, I do want to point out here, the red lines here means it's warmer, and then the cold lines, it means it's a little cooler in these areas. I don't know if you see those, but they're little dashed lines that go across the screen here. That's how you know if it's cooler in your area or if it's warmer in your area. Just point that out to you guys just in case you don't really know what that means. So, and then those black little lines are pressure here. And then, of course, you probably know the green and blue are precipitation here. So let's move on here. So we are going to see that cold front move through around potentially Saturday, another cold front for the Midwest. But like I said, that warm air will build around next Tuesday for most of the U.S. here. And we see some storms try to develop here near Wednesday. It looks like here around 7 a.m. It shows some thunderstorms here. So we could be seeing some thunderstorms here next week here. Laura Viscardis said, hello. Hello, welcome to the stream. I'm talking about what's coming up potentially next week, and then in a little bit we'll go back to radar here just to show what's going on. So we will talk about that in just a few minutes. I just wanted to make a quick little update on this potential upcoming storm after today, because there's not really much going on. Today there is a little bit of severe weather risk, but the next few days there won't be really much going on. But there will be potentially severe weather that will occur around March 30th. That's next Wednesday here. So that's when we're going to have to watch for our next storm system. This has been showing on the models for a little while now. I think we are going to have to watch somewhere in this region here, around the Tornado Alley area. We are going to have to watch for something to occur potentially. But to make sure if something's going to occur, we're going to look at the instability. Even though it's a little far out, I do want to look at the instability. And we see there will be some instability here according to the GFS here, even reaching all the way north to Minnesota here for March 30th here. So we are going to see instability build up for some of these areas here. Let's also check out those dew points, see if we have enough dew points for severe weather here. And yes, we have plenty of moisture getting all the way up here. All you need is about 55 in dew points to get severe weather. And we have quite a bit of 60s in these areas, so we are going to have enough moisture. It's going to be on the lower end, but still 62 is enough for some severe weather to occur. So I think we will be seeing severe weather with our next storm system here. That'll be potentially occurring somewhere maybe in Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, or Nebraska. I can't really tell you where it's going to be at now because the models will continue to change and move location. But as of right now, that's what the GFS is thinking, where this next storm will be, with maybe some severe weather to occur with it. Down the northern side, we are seeing rain showers and potentially a mix here, sometimes snow at times. So on the northern side of this next storm system here. So we're going to watch that, and we'll see the warm air reach all the way over here in the southeast here. And we're going to potentially see some severe weather for areas here heading into the southeast again, where we just got rid of that one severe weather that caused a few tornadoes, even one in New Orleans. So, and then we're going to have this storm system move through. It'll even move through the northeast here, so look at that warm air, makes it all the way up to the northeast here before that next cold front comes through, with the chance of thunderstorms, potentially some being severe here. Then we continue to move on here, and then we potentially see another storm system around April 5th. About this time, I wouldn't be watching this too closely quite yet because this is about 288 hours out. I do just want to mention this because there is a chance potentially that could happen. And then after that, we really don't see much going on here for at least the central U.S. We may see some rain showers down in the southeast according to the models here. So we are going to have to watch that very closely here. What I'm seeing with this pattern here, it looks like we'll see warm air build up, cold air move down here, and then we'll see that occur again. And then, yeah, warm air will build up, cool air will move down. So it looks like we're going to be still in that pattern where we see warm air built up for most of the south here, and then the cooler air moves down to areas of the U.S. here, bringing us that severe weather chance, snow chance on the northern side, and some areas just getting rain here. So looks like we're going to continue that pattern here according to what the GFS is at least showing. But we can't always just depend on one model. Let's just look at another model here just to see if it agrees with the GFS here. Let's look at the CMC. And let's see what the CMC is saying, this Canadian model. And let's see if this agrees here for next Wednesday. And yes, this does agree with some sort of storm system occurring next Wednesday. This one brings it a lot more north into from Texas all the way up to Iowa here. Shows potentially severe weather going on here. And this is showing about Wednesday. This is 1 a.m. in the morning. This may be a late night event, but it's still a little far out to say if it'll be around 1 a.m. But it is showing a storm system occurring somewhere in Tornado Alley here around. It'll start out and it'll continue into the southeast where we could get some stronger storms here. So GFS and CMC are both agreeing on potentially some stronger storms here occurring, and then another storm system thinks around April 2nd. I think GFS did agree on that too, but I wouldn't focus too much in that quite yet. Let's just look at one more model. I don't know if this model actually reaches out that far yet. I haven't actually looked at this model. We'll see if it does. We'll look together here, see what's actually on the 18Z update, not 12Z. And if we look forward here, yeah, next Wednesday, okay, yeah, we are able to see it. And we can see that does agree here with the GFS Canadian, and now the icon model here is agreeing on potentially some sort of severe weather setup to occur somewhere from potentially Iowa all the way down to Texas. So that's the area we're going to have to watch for the next week, because it's showing something potentially will occur. As of right now, the SPC has not issued a 15% chance, but we will continue to watch this. If this continues to show on the models, and it has lasted a while, and 3 models right here that I just showed you are agreeing potentially on potentially severe weather setup next week. The location is a little iffy right now, but it is agreeing on some sort of storm next week. So that's the thing we know here. The thing we're still uncertain is the location and kind of the timing when this is going to occur. So that's the stuff that's iffy about this. Chip, welcome to the stream here. Talk about potentially upcoming storm, and then we'll look at radar in a little bit, but I'm not going to be streaming as long as I did yesterday. But welcome to the stream. So we are going to have to watch this very, very closely. We could look at the Euro model, but if we do, we're gonna have to look at pivotal weather. Let me know in the chat if you do, but it's kind of hard to see on there because there's those ads at the bottom, and then have to get the loop pulled up. Let me know if you guys want me to, and I will. But right now I'm not going to because it's trouble. But I could if you guys want me to. Let me know in the chat if you do. Okay. Here's our temperature anomalies for the next 6 to 10 days here. And we see warmer air for the southeast here, potentially even really warm for Florida. Some warmer air for areas of the northwest here, especially here in California and Oregon here. And then we see cooler air for the central United States into the Midwest here. We see some cooler temperatures here, even some in Colorado, New Mexico, Texas, Kansas here, and then we even see some cooler air up here in Minnesota and Wisconsin here. We see some potentially cooler air in the next 6 to 10 days. And as you can tell by this, that there's warm air here in the southeast, there's cool air up here, meaning in the middle, we could see some severe weather. So that's what we will have to watch here, and we'll look at the precipitation and see if that's what's showing here. That could happen in the middle of these two air masses. We'll take that 8 to 14 day outlook here. So, welcome to the stream, Jenna, Scotty, and family. Hopefully, I said that right. I'm very sorry if I didn't. Um, yep, Missouri. There is some severe weather possibly next week. We'll have to watch that in Missouri as of right now. I can't say what we will, but it's a possibility next week we could see that. Some cooler temperatures here for the Central Plains again here for the 8 to 14 day outlook of the temperatures. Warm air still for Florida here, and then warm air over here near the northwest, and most of those same areas still warm here for California and Oregon there, so very warm there. Then cooler air here for the central United States, and even cooler air near Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, Arkansas, so some very cooler air below normal, according to what this is showing. Precipitation for the next 6 to 10 days, according to what this shows, is a 6 to 10 or 6 to 10 day outlook here, and we see the drier air will be up here in the upper Midwest. Some areas of the Southwest, or actually mainly just the West here, we're seeing dry air. And some areas near Texas seeing some dry air here. And then we see in the central United States and even in the Southeast here, we're seeing some above normal precipitation here, especially down here in Kentucky, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, even that darker shade of green, meaning a better chance of seeing above average precipitation. If we do see that, we're going to have to watch for potentially some severe weather with it then if we see something like that occur. And like I said, there's that warm, then there's that cold air mass right around this area. And if we see above average precipitation, that means we could see some severe weather with that in the middle of those two air masses as the cold air moves down to the southeast. So we will have to watch for some severe weather over the next little bit down here in the southeast. We also will have to watch Central Plains, like I said, over the next little bit too, because it's above normal in Kansas, Missouri, Arkansas, Oklahoma. So it is going to be above average precipitation according to what's showing. And that's for the 6 to 10 days. Let's look at the 8 to 14. 8 to 14 day outlook here of our precipitation. The southern U.S. is in below normal. Into the western part of the United States, we're seeing some below normal precipitation. Some areas of the upper Midwest seeing below normal precipitation, but we're seeing here for the southeast, we're seeing above normal still, and even above normal in the same area that saw the darker shade here, just looked at for the 6 to 10, showing above average again for this area, so we could be seeing above average precipitation for that area, and we are going to have to watch for severe weather if that does occur. We also see above normal here for areas of Colorado, New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas. That'll be good because there is usually wildfires around this area, so I'll be able to help with that. But there could be a severe weather risk for Kansas and Oklahoma if this does occur here, so we will have to watch that very, very closely over the next upcoming weeks here. So we will continue to watch this. I will make updates. I'll probably make another update tomorrow here over this upcoming storm system because there's not going to be really much going on over the next few days. Maybe wildfires, but really overall weather here with precipitation wise looking pretty quiet. After probably tomorrow, after around 10 o'clock probably, well actually near 6 p.m. tomorrow, it'll be pretty calm. No snow really too much for any big areas. So it'll be pretty calm for most of the United States, maybe the Northwest, maybe some precipitation up there, but it won't be as big as what we're seeing now because we are seeing a little bit of severe weather today. But our biggest severe weather was yesterday, and now it's gone. We may have another severe risk potentially later next week. That's a little too far out to say where it's going to be at, but I think we will see some sort of severe weather next week. So, okay, we're gonna get to our radar coverage here for probably till 4:30. I probably won't be live too long. I won't be live as long as I was yesterday. I was live till 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock last night, actually. So let's see some of these storms near Florida here. We are seeing some stronger storms down here near Florida. We are going to watch those. Those could become stronger here. They're not expected to get too severe, but there is a chance these could be stronger here. Right now, they're not looking too bad. It's a marginal risk, meaning there's not really a big risk of severe weather, but there is a risk for severe weather, so you want to be ready just in case. Um, Jenny Scott Scott Isle and family, do you have a Twitter? Actually, no, I do not have a Twitter. I don't have a Twitter. I tweet on. I basically use for my Twitter thing is basically the community pool on YouTube, or the community tab. Sorry, that's what I use basically for posts to let me know if I'm not live or anything. I do not have Twitter because my parents won't let me right now. So probably in the future I'll get Twitter around probably 18. I do look at Twitter, but I don't have an account on Twitter. So that's to answer your question there. I do look at Twitter though sometimes. Like at the SPC IAM SPC bot, I have to look at Twitter for. So, but as of right now, we're not seeing too much going on as of radar here. We're going to look at Florida here, see if those storms are strong here. So, also if you have any questions, let me know in chat here. I'll try to answer them the best of my ability. So I'm going to try to be live till about 4:30, maybe 5. We'll see. So, yeah. Okay, we're going to move it to our GR2 analyst here in a second. So, and see if any of these storms are too strong here. So, take a minute to load up here. So, let's get the GR2 here. This will take a minute, so, to load up. But hopefully you guys are having a good day. Please like, subscribe, share. It would help a lot. It really would. Hopefully getting 1,000 potentially, maybe sometime this week or next week. Let's hope. I really appreciate it though. I really appreciate you guys' support the last few days. It really helps a lot. Okay, we're gonna look at Florida because that's looking the most concerning to me. Florida. So I'm gonna be looking toward Florida. That's the most concerning area. So we'll let my computer have a break later today, so that's why I'm not gonna be live as long as I was yesterday. But there is a marginal risk. We are going to have to watch a few stronger storms here with potentially small hail, maybe 50 to 60 mile per hour winds, and a tornado possible. But I don't think it'll be a big severe weather outbreak. I don't think it'll be anything like a few days ago in Texas, and probably nothing like what we saw yesterday, probably either. But there is a risk of a few strong storms here. We are going to have to watch that. See the base velocity here if we have any rotation. Maybe near east of Sanford, maybe there could be some rotation there. Maybe. I'm not saying there is, but there's potential rotation in there. We'll have to watch that very, very closely. Let's look at the rotation tracker here. We have very low amounts of the rotation tracker here. Maybe a little bit near Lake Mary. So let me check the rotation here. Yeah, there's some maybe rotation in there, so we will have to watch that very closely. But there's no storm on that storm though. So really, right now, there's really no rotation with any of these storms here. Luckily, that's some good news. So, not really too much going on here overall in storm coverage or anything. So, but if you have any questions, let me know in the chat about next week or anything or any of that stuff. But I know someone asked if I had Twitter, and I do not have Twitter. So, if you wanna like say anything, you'll have to like say I'm a community pool or in the comments because I do not have Twitter. I don't have a lot of stuff really. The only thing I do post on is YouTube, and that's really all I have. Discord I do have, but really other than that, don't have really much else. So, but not much going on, like I said right now on radar. So, if you have any questions about if anything's coming your way right now, or if anything's going to be coming your way maybe in a week or so, I can look at that for you because there's really not too much going on right now. But I'm going to be live till about 4:30 for you guys. Maybe 5. Maybe 5. 5 Central. I'm Central Time. I always think 4:30 or 5 my time. I keep forgetting the East Coast is Eastern Time, so I try to change it to Eastern Time after I say my time. I always look at my clock at the bottom here on my computer that shows 4:16, and then I always just say it on the stream. Not even realize Eastern Time. So Eastern Time it's 5:16 right now, and 6 o'clock or 5:30 Eastern Time probably will end the stream here. Maybe 6. We'll see. Just depends on how long I feel like being live today. I'm definitely not being as live as I was yesterday. Not as long. Definitely not that long. So, like I said though, any questions, let me know in the chat. So, there's really nothing too much going on. If you're in North Carolina, Virginia, and go up there for you if you need me to. I'm gonna stay down here in Florida because it looks worse down here, but that's not looking bad though. Just overall in storms, it looks these are more maybe stronger storms. So, but nothing too big today expected. But we are gonna watch it here for a few minutes potentially. So, like I said, I'll be live till 5:30 Eastern, 4:30 Central. So, if I ever say 4:30 Central Time, and then that means Central Time. But if I say sometimes I just say Central, it just means Central Time. Or if I just say Eastern, I mean Eastern Time. So I don't really ever say really Mountain Time or whatever the other time is. I don't really know the other time. So okay, what did you pay for GRT Analyst? I know this will sound crazy, and it is a crazy price. It is a good software, but $250. So I paid a lot for this radar. So I would definitely not recommend this. I did recommend some radar apps for someone yesterday in the stream. The ones I would recommend is Radar Scope. That's a pretty good radar, especially with that price. It's only $10. Another one I'd recommend is My Radar because it's totally free and you don't have to pay anything. You can get on your computer or Android. And Radar Omega. That's a probably a good one. I haven't actually used that myself, but according to what I've heard and seen, it looks pretty good. So I'm pretty sure Radar Omega is pretty good, but GR2 is expensive. I would say WSV3, but you have to pay $25 a month for that. So that's why I wouldn't quite recommend WSV3. It is a good software, but I just wouldn't recommend that. So should I have severe weather in spring? So that's what Rain Maven said. Rain Maven's also said, so I will probably have severe storms in spring. Um, you probably will have severe storm. Okay, you said not spring. You said May. Let me look for you. I'm gonna check here, see your precipitation chances. I'm not gonna say you are gonna have severe weather because you never know. Most likely you probably will. Usually, most areas see severe weather in either May or June, at least up in the Midwest. I'll look for you here. Let's look at the GFS monthly here. Let's look at May here. Let's see what the temperatures are. So we see warm air here for the time here, but I want to check out precipitation here. Okay, May for your area up there around Wisconsin. Looks like it's around above average. It depends on where you are in Wisconsin. But southern Wisconsin, there could be some above average precipitation here for May here. So you may see some severe weather in May, especially southern Wisconsin if this continues to show on the CFS like this. So, and then it looks like as we head into June, we'll see more above normal in northern Wisconsin here. So you may see some severe weather. Most likely you will. If there is above average precipitation, you'll most likely, if you do get any sort of precipitation, it'll probably come back as severe weather most likely. Because usually snow doesn't occur around May or June for most areas in the United States. Weather is also good. Yep, weather is actually pretty good right now. Really, not too much going on. Really, few thunderstorms here for Florida, some areas of North Carolina, Virginia, and maybe Maryland. A marginal risk of severe weather, very low. Then other than that, really, tomorrow and Saturday will be no thunderstorms. So I probably may have a view tomorrow, and on the weekends I always take breaks because I just like to spend time with my family and stuff. So on the weekend I'm probably going to be doing some fun stuff. I plan on getting in the golf cart potentially, maybe tomorrow or Wednesday, we'll see. But I'm not expecting any streams here. Also, if I said Wednesday, I mean Saturday. Um, I'm not expecting any streams though after today. Maybe a stream tomorrow, but Saturday and Sunday for sure probably no stream. So after today's stream, we'll probably maybe stream tomorrow. We'll see. Most likely it'll be a video though tomorrow. I wanted to stream today to talk about it, and part of the reason was I felt lazy also, because I really didn't want to put together a slideshow. But I definitely will have a video tomorrow with the slideshow here, most likely. So I can't wait for the weekend. Only one more day of school to make it through. Hooray. So glad for it to be weekend already. So, any other questions on chat? I can answer them the best of my ability here before I end the stream, probably around 4:30 Central Time, 5:30 Eastern. If you live in the Eastern areas, in other areas, you'll have to find out the time yourself. I'm sorry, I can't really tell you your time. I don't remember if Mountain Time's the one near Colorado or if that's near the West Coast. I think for Colorado though, Mountain Time. If it's Mountain Time, then it'd be 3:23 the time now, meaning 3:30. Then the West Coast time around 2:30. So, so right now I'm not seeing any more questions here. I'm gonna check out up here near North Carolina and Virginia here. See if anything's going on up here. It's likely to probably up here by Virginia. See if anything's going on up here. I'm sure there's not much, but we'll just check it out. Might as well. There's not too much going on in the stream here. Mainly the stream was to just inform you about next week's storm, really. But I did want to look at radar here for the end of the stream here. We do see a few thunderstorms, especially near King William. But other than that, there's nothing too big going on here. No severe storms really too bad. It's nothing as bad as last night, because I know there was a few tornado warnings last night. I was live here till 11 o'clock, and I was going to end the stream at 10. I had to extend it another hour. Actually, I was going to end it a lot earlier. I extended it a lot past the time, so I could get the information out to people. So I wanted to do it for you guys' safety here. But if you guys have any questions, though, let me know in the chat. I'll try to answer them the best of my ability. So, I haven't seen any questions, but I'll answer them if you have one. So, there's nothing too much going on. Like I said, that's why I'm not going to be live much today. Not as much as I did last night. I want to check out this thing here. I haven't actually checked this out before. Very interesting. Like I said, any questions, let me know in chat, and I can answer them here. If not, I'll probably be in the stream in 5 minutes. That's my plan here. So, thank you guys though so much for 900 subscribers. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for your guys' support. I want to thank you guys very much for that. I really do appreciate it. Appreciate getting 900 subscribers. I can't believe I'm already almost at that 1,000 mark. That's just unbelievable. I remember just 2 months ago, no, 3 months ago. 3 months ago, I was at 200 subscribers. I can't believe I'm now at 900. Thank you guys, though. Really, it's all because of you guys that where I'm at right now. So I really do appreciate it. So I'm still learning some stuff in the weather, but I'm trying my best with everything I know so far here. Some of it I've had to learn by myself. So self-taught myself some of the stuff. Some stuff I've found on the internet, but whenever I was searching for stuff to look at for weather, I didn't see anything, but eventually I found some stuff that I've looked at. And then schools helped me too, especially earlier this year. Okay, we're gonna be in the stream very soon. like I said, around 4:30 Central, 5:30 Eastern, I'll be in the stream. So, any other questions, let me know in chat. I'd really appreciate if you like, subscribe, share. It would all help a lot. We go back down here to Florida because there's really not as many storms here. See, there's a flash flood report here, 911 center report of an intersection closed due to blocking. Wow. Water report here. Let's see, anything going on down here in Florida? Other than that, report there. Okay, let's see here. Oh, I wanted to look at. Let's see if we have any hail in these storms. No, we do not actually have any hail. No hail in any of these storms here. Let me see if we have too much in wind here. Not really seeing too big of winds. Maybe near. Not really too big. All I'm seeing. So really, these aren't really too bad as storms. These are probably just your regular storms you see on. Just your regular storms you see that aren't severe or anything. Just your regular storm that comes through. The ones that you sometimes see on the weekends, you wake up to thunder, lightning, but no severe warning issued over it with no hail, no damaging wind, just a regular thunderstorm with downpours here. That's really all we're seeing down here, and up there too. Probably the worst of it's probably off the coast here. Yeah, probably, most likely. Yeah, the worst of it looks off the coast here. You can see there's a little bit of hail on the hail tracker here, off the coast of Florida here. So that may impact this island here, but it isn't going to impact anywhere in the U.S. at least right now. Okay, one more minute here. Have any last minute questions? Let me know now before I end it here, and I will be ending it. So, like I said, thank you guys so much for 900 subscribers. I really do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, share. It would help a lot here. I really do appreciate your guys' support over the last day here. I streamed a while yesterday because there was a lot of people in severe warnings and tornado warnings were issued yesterday. So, I really do appreciate it. I hope to do more coverage like this in the future. Probably in the next 3 days, I would say, maybe longer, because we're not going to see much severe weather over the next few days. I probably won't be streaming. So, just be prepared for that. I won't be streaming over the next few days, so just think that right now. I will probably have a video tomorrow. I'm not going to be lazy tomorrow. I could be lazy tomorrow if I wanted to, but I decided not to. But right before I went in the stream here, I want to just tell a story from school today. Someone fired, or the fire alarms went off, and I was so scared. Like, I was just doing my work. Luckily, there was actually no fire, but the fire alarms went off here at school today, or yeah, just today, earlier. And we ran it, and they said it was not a drill. So we went out the building and stuff, and we thought it was actual real fire. But luckily, it was just people working on the fire thing, according to what I heard. So luckily, it was nothing too big today. But it was quite a event, I'll tell you that. It was quite a 10 minutes there. Very interesting 10 minutes. Okay. Well, no more questions I see here. Just want to tell a funny story, or not really funny, but just a story from school today. So, hopefully you guys have a good rest of your evening and rest of your night. And I'll try to have a video tomorrow. And then my next stream will probably not be till somewhere near next Tuesday when we see our next possible serial weather event occur. So, see you guys in the next stream. Goodbye, everyone.